Hey, so my project director at NSS Bellevue, Peter Detweiler, asked me today how to increase lead quality. He's sick of the Karens fronting like potentially good clients, only to become penny pinching tire kickers, wasting hours of his time developing a pitch for a design agreement or a professional service agreement, aka the PSA. So, down and dirty, I wanted to give you the 4 steps I use in every single one of the at least a dozen remodelers I've worked with in the past year who increased sales by at least 1 million and doubled, if not quadrupled, and in one case, even 6x'd net take home post tax profits, like I did with client number one. Anyhow, without further BS and fluff, the first step is zip code targeting. So Meta has made it seemingly impossible to target good customers based on intent or financial ability. The new algorithm only allows you to make suggestions, and the algorithm is going to do whatever it wants to anyway. The only hard and fast way to force Facebook and Google's hand is to advertise to specific zip codes. So these are the 3 steps I use when I'm unfamiliar with a market. The first is, look at home values of your favorite customers by going to Zillow and looking them up. Number 2, explore Zillow in your market to determine other zip codes within your service area that have a lot of houses of similar or greater value. Inside your ad account, input these zip codes into your ad targeting. But check it out. This isn't an exact science. The algorithms are sometimes fooled by tourists or travelers that spend a lot of time in that zip code. So you'll occasionally pick them up into your ads. The second method to increase lead quality is to increase the steps to get an offer from you, to get a price out of you. The more hoops the customer has to jump through, the more serious they are about your service. I use 5 steps to qualify my prospects. Number 1, they have to respond to the ad and click through to my website. Number 2, they have to submit a contact form or place a phone call. Number 3, during that inbound call or from that form, we schedule an interview that we internally call a qual call to discern job scope, timeline, need, budget, and authority to make a decision. In other words, we qualify them. Then step 4, at the qual call, we schedule a site visit to confirm job scope and existing conditions, and to make an educational presentation designed to piss in the Wheaties of our less capable competitors, designers, and architects. Step 5 is at the site visit. We schedule a budget and concept design presentation. That's the 5th step, the budget and concept design presentation, aka our pitch. Except our pitch is structured as a solution to the problem we introduced at the site visit and carried through earlier in the budget and concept design presentation process. Because remember, guys, people write checks to solve problems. We sell for higher margins when we can clearly educate the customer on the problem they have and how we uniquely can solve it. Okay. Number 3, to increase lead quality, it involves the nature of your offer. Do you offer a free estimate or a paid estimate? Do you offer a janky professional services agreement that's merely an expensive dressed up estimate? Or do you offer a full-blown design agreement leading to permittable airtight construction documents? Big difference between the two. The more you charge up front, the better your client will be during production. Okay. Then the last step is my personal favorite. It's my world famous calculator. Every remodel client I have ever had or ever spoke to has gotten answers to these 4 questions before talking with a contractor. Number 1 is, what do I remodel or build? Number 2, what should my remodel or build look like? Number 3, can I afford this project? Number 4, who is credible to give me a bid? The more of those questions they have answered by you, the more trust you have, the less competition you have, the better the lead. However, guys, if I can only answer one question, I pick number 3 every time. Why? Because 99% of contractors out there advertise and market to question number 4, who is credible to give a bid. They beat their chests about experience and quality. They plaster pictures of their work all over the internet. Y'all, no one cares. People care about people. People care about their problems. Pictures of your work and claims of your experience or quality do not directly speak to either thing they care about. Really, you could say a third thing, that people care about themselves, but you're a person. But anyway, so because 99% of contractors are chasing the same 1 to 2% of the market asking who is qualified to give me a bid, I prefer to go upstream and siphon off the customers asking, can I afford this project? It's cheaper. There's less competition. And the customer doesn't need to ask who is qualified to give me a bid because they already found their answer, me. And this chokes off my competitors, allowing me to cherry pick the best projects at high margin prices, basically in a vacuum without any interference from competitors. Because I'm able to then charge top of market, I can pay top of market for my labor, which allows me to recruit the best guys from my competitors, which means they can do less work. I can do more work with less headache at higher prices. I am in an endless winning cycle. More jobs, higher profits, better team equals more jobs, higher profits, better team. So how do we pull this off? I prefer a calculator with at least 15 decisions for the client to make specific to the category of the project, like a kitchen, like a custom house. Each of those 15 questions should be worded so we can psychologically attract clients who value speed and certainty and a hassle-free experience from the ones we want to chase away that are basically $2 ballers or Karens or penny pinching pikers. So food for thought, guys. And if you want to increase your number of high margin 6 to 7 figure remodels or new builds, make sure to grab your free copy of our referral cyclone method, which is the same SOP I use to train my sales force to get dream client leads from designers and architects, again, for the price of free. So get your copy in the notes below. Now, if you want to dive further into best practices for how to build a profitable general contractor that runs on systems instead of the owner, be sure to subscribe to our channel down below. And feel free to check out more videos discussing best practices. So guys, stay tenacious.